what is the biggest quality, the greatest quality in PM Modi you look up to, like as a great leader?
What he corrected for the country, for the culture, or for the nation, was the most basic things. Like toilets.
Okay.
Like Swachhata Abhiyan. Like talking to people directly. People accuse of him that he doesn't speak to media. Brother, he talks to the people directly.
Yeah. So you are from Delhi.
Yes.
What comes to your mind? Like one word when you hear the word Arvind Kejriwal.
I don't call it South India. You're not a South Indian. You're
Indian from South. Yeah.
So, but food, culture, people. I think I was a South Indian guy in my previous life, I guess. Now landed in North India. So
what are the common misconceptions that the Indians from North have about Tamil Nadu? You have seen
that there is a difference of language. There is no acceptance of, there is verses. There is no verses.
No verses.
No verses. Not at all. I have never experienced. Yeah. And what Tamil people are doing for Dharma and all, I think I would request more people to inspire North Indians to be devotees like you. So the first thing which I wrote was Tamil.
Tamil.
I want my child to learn Tamil.
Okay.
This is the most ancient language, and when I'm talking, there is a goosebumps. I mean, I think what Tamil people want, that other parts of the country could understand through Annamalai. See, it's not only about Tamil Nadu, it's about Bharat. And if Tamil Nadu flourishes, grows,
whole Bharat
is happy, right? Why Annamalai is popular? Not only because he stands on Dharma and Sanatan and this, but he's actually, people could see him as a real change maker for Tamil people sitting in Delhi. Oh, ye banda sahi hai. Yeah, kya banda hai yaar ye? Clarity.
Vanakkam Pesu viewers. Today we have RJ Raunac with us. Actually, this is going to be his first interaction with the Tamil media.
Absolutely, super excited.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining.
Namaskaram.
Without beating around the bush, I will get straight to the point.
Please.
A controversial question. I have seen your timeline. You stood for a Hindu cause, like voicing out for Bangladeshi Hindus in India too. Did you lose any friends just because you stood for a Hindu cause?
See, it's been happening from last, I think, 1.5 decades. Like, whenever you have been talking about, whenever you talk about anything which is related to the nation or the culture or the civilization, you tend to lose people who earlier used to be your good friends, but now they try to keep some distance with you. So yeah, that happened, and it's been happening from last many years. But only, I think, on social media, generally they keep distance. But on and off, when you meet them, they are little, reluctant to talk to you openly about anything.
Okay.
So yeah, things are different after
you lost some friends.
Some of them, yeah, you can say that. But now I think, I'll put it this way, that they were not even friends, I think. because your friends don't judge you with your thought process or the ideology. In fact, two people with two different ideologies can be great friends.
Yeah, definitely.
But if my thought process, if my ideology, if my idea about my culture, my dharma, my country, if that bothers you, then that means we were never friends actually. So that's what I feel.
You gained friends too?
Absolutely, more friends in fact. Like-minded people, more friends, more well-wishers in fact.
Okay. You are seeing the Bangladesh situation now, how it is. So your heart goes out to them. So do you think the government should intervene? Like you said in your video that the military action should take place in Bangladesh, like we did in 1971. You still have the same stand.
See, situations are different. We are in 2025, so generally we don't understand. What we talk in our videos, we talk on the basis of people's emotions on ground, how they react to a situation. So of course, if you ask a common person on a street of Delhi what to do, they'll say, "Yaar, attack karna chahiye, or we should save our brothers." But of course, people who are running the country and people who manage, they know the situation in a better way. But of course, being a normal citizen, we have our rights. to share our ideas and share our thought process. So that's what most of Hindus or the people from India wants, that we should take a strong action or at least a strong dialogue, so that nobody should suffer on that side. Yeah.
Okay. Do you buy the argument that Hindu khatre mein hai in India? Like Hindus are in danger in India.
See, this is the question which I have been asking to my panelist who comes for,
for
the podcast. So they
now
have
the
their
roles are reversed.
That's right. So they have their own perspective, and I didn't get a common answer from all the guests. That was one interesting part which I saw. That Hindu khatre mein hai, was there a correct answer to that? But yes, we need awakening. That's what we need. We are sitting in Prayag.
Yeah.
So people who are watching us in this video, we are sitting in Prayag. You can hear the chants going in the background, and what a fabulous gathering. You feel the divinity in every corner of the city, and this could happen because because the media, the communication, people like you have been talking about this, and more people are coming. And now they are getting, there was a time when not many people used to get, youngsters I'm talking about, or longing to come to Kumbh. See, in 2013 I was not there. I was there in 2019. Okay. But in 2025 I was craving, I was like, jumping in joy that I have to go, I'll be going. Oh, this is the date. I was counting my days. Oh, 3 days to go, 4 days to go.
How's the overall experience here?
Amazing. So that's what I was trying to tell you, that when the cultural gatherings are happening, the civilizational talks are happening, that creates that urge to seek, to understand, to know more about your culture and the civilization. If you don't know about your culture and civilization, I think that is the real khatra, that is the real threat.
Okay.
The real threat lies there also.
Okay.
There are other threats also, which I think we have been talking about and discussing and seeing. Bangladesh you just mentioned, but in India particularly, if you're not knowing your history, if you're not knowing your culture, if you're not understanding your civilization, that is even a bigger threat.
Okay.
So you need to do your own studies, or you need to work towards that area, and that will make the community, or that will make the culture stronger. Yeah.
Okay. I have seen your timeline. Like, you are a great admirer of PM Modi.
Yep.
You have been constantly tweeting about him. What is the biggest quality, the greatest quality in PM Modi you look up to, like as a great leader?
So I always say this line. I'll say this in Hindi and then again I'll translate in English. दुनिया में सबसे मुश्किल होता है आसान होना. It's very difficult to be easy.
Okay.
You cannot be simple. If I'll tell you just do it simply, so you won't be able to do it simply. Generally we complicate the process and we do, so it's very difficult to be simple in your execution, in your approach. So I think he has that lens, he has that vision. So common sense is uncommon. What he corrected for the country, for the culture, or for the nation, was the most basic things. Like toilets.
Okay.
Like Swachhata Abhiyan. Like talking to people directly. People accuse of him that he doesn't speak to media. Brother, he talks to the people directly. Yeah. He talks to the creators directly.
Yeah.
See, I was there in the Creators Award last year. There were around, I think, 3,000 to 5,000 people. And you can go and ask them. It's not because we are sitting here and we are talking about the Honorable Prime Minister. You go and ask them. Once they entered the hall, you were there? No? You are not there.
No, we are not there.
So, once we entered the hall,
Bharat Mandapam.
Bharat Mandapam, it was a normal gathering. People were sitting. They didn't have any clue what is going to happen. But each interaction, it is still there on YouTube. You can go and watch it. With each creator, he was talking personally, one-on-one, as if he knew about it. So for a person,
as if he knew them for a very long period of time.
Yes, and he knew about the exact theme or the category or the thought process of that person. I clearly remember there was this gentleman who got an award. He was a lean guy, he was a thin guy, and then Babita Kitchen, she came, and then he told very in a very light humor, he said, Babita, why don't you usko kuch khana khilao? Because he was a thin guy.
So thin.
Correct. So that means you are there at that moment. you're aware. When you're aware, you're conscious, you know exactly what to be done.
Okay.
For the country, for the civilization, for common people. So I think he has simplified, he has delivered some of the fundamental things, which was the most important thing. You know, we are in Kumbh. Just see how Yogi ji and Modi ji, the
Double engine.
the double engine and the massive collaboration. Things are so easy, relatively, as compared to other and for such a massive gathering. So he has simplified it. He has simplified the process, and he has set the vision very clearly for each one of us. That being a youngster, what should be your thought process towards your personal growth and towards the nation and towards the culture also and civilization. So, doing good work or a job is one thing, but inspiring billions of people to do rightfully what their responsibility and duties are, I think he has mastered that, and he's been inspiring with every action what he's taking, whether he's dealing with the other countries or he's dealing the domestic issues. His response and his reaction, if you'll go and meet him, he'll be like as if he knows you for so long. And the way he meets the other presidents or the prime minister of different countries, so once he meets them, so he's with you in that moment,
Okay.
which is very difficult for a person. See, generally we get carried away, when 15 people comes, oh, I want selfie, and you get little here and there.
Headway.
Yeah, but he is like there. If he's with you, he's with you. So that quality, and there are other which we already discussed, many qualities. It's really inspiring. Yeah.
You can witness the transformation that Bharat, happening in Bharat for the last 10 years. Can you witness?
Of course, I'm one of the examples. What we were thinking, in terms of opportunities for a young person in India. Today we have endless opportunities. It's only your hard work and perseverance that makes, and your clarity. So if you're clear, if you have 100% you want to give to the process, and very importantly, if you are perseverant, if your perseverance should be there, you need to. If you fail, you get another way to learn that this does not work. So if you have these fundamental qualities, I think there is a neat opportunity in India. People coming from, my friends who were there in Dubai, who were there in other parts of the country, now they look up to India. Yaar, wahan aate hain, wahan pe bahut opportunity hai. We'll set up our business, we'll do this and that. So yes, very much.
Just because you brought up the Creators Award, I'll like to make this more controversial.
Yeah.
You would have heard this narrative that the Creators Award was just an extension of the Godi media wing.
Okay.
Be it BJP or PM Modi, they are trying to influence the influencers to support BJP. What's your opinion on this?
I don't think so, because I was there. So in that particular gathering, if you go and see, people were there because they belong to that particular content category. They were not there to support any party or any person. They were excited for the gathering.
Okay.
See, here Kumbh, we are here. Are we here to support any party or any person or any leader? No. Why are we excited? Because of the divinity, because of the vibe, because of the Mahakumbh. That was a mini Kumbh for the creators. Yeah, it was a gathering of 5,000, 6,000 odd people, wherein they were discussing, sharing ideas, getting an opportunity to meet other creators, to see what's happening in the first ever Creators Award. So people were excited to be a part of that event, not because of a person, but because of the idea behind that event. So I don't believe that it was like that, because if you see, there were many creators or many people who were invited. They don't make such content. They don't support
non-political content.
Non-political. They don't make any content related to culture or civilization or whatever it is. They're not supporting. In fact, in most of the cases, they were critics to the idea of what's happening in the country. They were talking very vocally about things, or they don't even talk about it. So suppose you talk about Sanatan or Hindu, you were not invited.
Yeah.
But there were people who were invited. Why?
Because they're deserving.
It's not about that only. You're also deserving. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if government knows that this guy will help me in my election campaign, that is a very very narrow vision. That is not the right way to look at it. Okay. Because there were many people who were not like-minded. They were not with your idea of India or your idea of Sanatan or your idea of culture or civilization. But they were still invited. So they just came here just to take selfie and just to feel the vibe, what's happening in first ever Creators Award.
Okay.
So just by saying that it was a Godi media event, I don't find that logic sensible, because first of all, there were no media people. They were creators, independent creators.
Yeah.
So institution versus, you can influence an institution. You can ask 100 people to work in your favor. How can you ask all the individuals to work for you?
Independent creators.
Independent creators. That too from different region, different language, different categories. Bullshit.
Okay, we spoke about PM Modi. Let's talk about opposition too. Where do you think the opposition lacks in India? In which way?
I'm the wrong person to
Okay.
to comment on that. But they see one simple thing. They need to be more inclusive.
Inclusive.
Inclusive in terms of what India wants, what Bharat wants. You should not be doing anything and everything only to get votes. How can you just, make people feel that, oh, they are my vote bank? The appeasement is a very, that's the most negative point which I see.
But do you think they should be more nationalistic in their approach, like more nation person?
See, if you're inclusive, you're nationalist, you're pro-culture, you're pro-civilization, you just need to be a part of the entire system.
Okay.
See, we're talking about Bharat. In Bharat, when we talk about Bharat, automatically you talk about Sanatan. Automatically you talk about the culture.
There's no Bharat without Sanatan.
Yeah?
No Bharat without Sanatan.
Of course not. Not possible. This is one thing, like it's not two things.
So you are from Delhi.
Yes.
What comes to your mind? Like one word when you hear the word Arvind Kejriwal.
Now I am finding the right way to. I'm looking for the right word.
It can be a sentence too. Or tell us something like we don't know about Arvind Kejriwal that you delayed today.
No, I have met him multiple times.
Okay.
He's a very smart politician. And if you'll meet him on a positive note, if you'll meet him one-on-one, he's a very humble guy. Like he's very, he's with you when you meet him. So, but when you say he's a very smart politician, that means he know what works better with the with people. So, but क्या smartness important है, or does that pay well? It's not only about winning an election, right? It's about running a state and giving that state the best state possible. In terms of air, water, people, enjoying staying in the city or the state. That's the most important experience which you can give. Only giving freebies could work for some time, but eventually people want experience to live in that city,
Yeah.
If you go to a better city with good air, less traffic, better place to live, I think that is what is required, and that's why people look for that. But coming back to Arvindji, I think he's a very smart politician, very smart.
Okay. Like two more politicians.
Yeah.
One, Rahul Gandhi.
See, I haven't interacted with him.
You haven't?
No, I haven't met him. I wish to meet him and invite him in my podcast sometimes. Rahul ji, अगर आप ये देख रहे हैं तो please मेरे podcast पे आइए. Then I'll be able to judge that कि कैसे है वो. But जो हम मीडिया में देखते हैं, whatever we see in media or interaction, I think his connection with audience is little, lesser. He's not that relatable or
Little much disconnected. Little bit.
You can say that, yes. So if you'll see, like Modi is very well connected, then Arvind Kejriwal know how to connect with the audience, with the people in Delhi. But what is your, point to connect? आप कितना connect होते हो अपनी public से? That is still I feel missing a little bit, yeah.
So Mamata Banerjee.
Again, I haven't met her personally. but she knows how to connect with her people in Bengal. So she is also very. But it's
Let's
not
say her vote bank.
her vote bank, of course, yeah. But it's not only about vote bank. That's what we discussed.
Yeah.
See, we are Bhartiyas. Right? We are not vote banks. Come on. How can you be a vote bank?
Okay.
That means if there is no vote, I should not be working for you. That means Modi, you should not be working for people who are not voting for him. Is that what you're saying?
No.
If a state or if a particular community is not voting for somebody, that means, so I'll not give you vote, but you work for me. Is that what you want?
No.
That's how, so democracy doesn't function like that. So that's what our leaders needs to understand. They are people of the country. You need to
Grow together as a nation.
grow together as a nation. So don't consider anybody as your vote bank.
Okay.
If you will start, others will also start. And that's what is happening.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're very well connected. You have cracked that code to connect with your vote bank. But that's avoidable, because people, if you're impactful, if you're a change maker, then why only one state? And if you're only in one state, that means you should understand that what about rest of the country? Are they not ready to accept you as a leader? That means you need to be more inclusive. You need to embrace everyone. Don't only work for your vote bank. I think that is missing in most of the politicians, I think.
Okay.
They just work for vote bank. Work for the nation. I think everyone will support you. Yeah.
So you have been a great, let's say, bhakt of Sadhguru.
Volunteer, you can say.
Okay, volunteer of Isha. There are so many gurus now. What made you to choose Sadhguru? Like, what made you to choose?
See, as they say, you don't choose Guru. Guru chooses you.
Okay.
So I believe in that. Yeah, I started, following Sadhguru in 2009. I did my inner engineering program in 2010. Since then, I have been not even a single day. Just before the recording, I finished my Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya.
Okay.
And then now I'm a frequent visitor to ashram, following the practices which is taught by Sadhguru and also an active volunteer. Try to contribute as much as I can, either through content or fundraising or some awareness programs.
Every way possible.
Every way possible. Now Mahashivratri is nearing. So if we are, putting this video before Mahashivratri, then there is this campaign of Maha Annadanam, which happens every Mahashivratri, where almost 1 million people visit ashram. And as a volunteer, we, prepare prasadam for them, Maha Annadanam for them. And for that, of course, we need funds. So just imagine my subscriber base is, or the people who watch our content are from the Hindi belt.
Yeah.
More than 95% people. We don't have that much of audience, but ashram is in
Tamil
Nadu. Just imagine 95% of my audience and 100% of them, they know Sadhguru, they know Adi Yogi, they know about Isha Foundation, but more than 50, 60, 70% people won't be visiting ashram, or it's not easy for them to visit the ashram, but they're still connected with the cause. So that makes Bharat as a country, that someone sitting in Delhi feels for a volunteer in Tamil Nadu. Someone sitting in Gujarat feels for a volunteer in Tamil Nadu. Someone sitting in Madhya Pradesh feels for a volunteer in Coimbatore, because they are connected with the cause. They are connected with the right intent. So, and they support a lot. So we are doing this fundraising campaign, wherein all our subscribers are coming in a huge numbers, and they're supporting this cause. So yes, as a volunteer and as a devotee to Shiva, so I'm really grateful to Sadhguru for this opportunity. To the humanity. I think he's doing a fabulous work for humanity, for human consciousness, and his life teaches us that how one should be. Most of his work is in rural India, but he keeps traveling to the urban part of the foreign soil to spread the word and get the support again for the rural India. That inspires us a lot. The way he carries himself in terms of the yogic knowledge and wisdom, the environmental causes which he have taken, whether it is Save Soil or Rally for Rivers. Those are massive, humanly impossible things, but he's still doing at this age, and we are so fortunate to see him, in front of our eyes. I think it'll be a big opportunity missed if we are not following, or supporting him in his cause. And his cause is just to spread the word to the entire world, 7 billion people. So I think that's what I'm also a small volunteer in that.
How many times you have been to Coimbatore Isha ashram?
In last 10 years, I think more than 100 times.
Okay, how it feels to be in the ashram? Like
How divine. Like there's no other place on this planet like Isha ashram. That's what I feel. Dhyanalinga, of course, sitting in Dhyanalinga temple, visiting Linga Bhairavi temple, visiting Adi Yogi. I think the presence of Adi Yogi has changed the entire place. Like Coimbatore is known as Adi Yogi. Like whoever is, arriving at Coimbatore airport, first they want to visit Adi Yogi, then Ooty.
Yeah.
No offense, but yeah, I love Ooty as well. So
you have been to Ooty as well,
yes,
right?
yes, Ooty, Masinagudi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been see, I love, I don't call it South India. You're not a South Indian, you're
Indian from South.
Yes. So, but food, culture, people, I think I was a South Indian guy in my previous life, I guess. Now landed in North India. But yeah, every second month I'm in Tamil Nadu for some of the other project or just visiting the ashram. And I love being there. Like for me, my favorite state is Tamil Nadu actually.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite state is Tamil Nadu because after Delhi, most of the time I'm in Tamil Nadu. So the food, people, culture.
Tell me about the people.
Devotion.
Like
they're
about
so
the people.
devoted. They're so rooted to their culture. The way you look at them. Like I just mentioned about Mahashivratri. You see devotees coming from villages and tribal areas barefoot and whole night Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. If they have little food, they'll eat. If they don't have, they'll just sit. They're so well connected, they're so innocent, and that brings intensity in real world, so
Like food, what's your favorite food? Like South Indian food?
I like sambar rice.
Sambar rice?
My go-to food.
Is it
Curd
from
rice.
Diksha Hall or in general?
In general also. Sambar rice I can eat every day.
For the rest of your life?
For rest of my life, yes. I was in Lucknow for 1 year when I started with my radio station, my radio career way back in 2009. I remember there was a restaurant in Lucknow where I ate sambar rice for 4 months continuously, every day. So for first 1 month, when I used to go inside the restaurant, he used to give me menu. After 1 month, once I enter, he shouts, "Sambar rice!" So it directly brings. So Tamil Nadu, yes, that's that.
What are the common misconceptions that the Indians from North have about Tamil Nadu? You have seen
that there is a difference of language. There is no acceptance of, there is verses. There is no verses.
no verses.
No verses, not at all. I have never experienced. People here and there talk shit. They spread some misinformation. Of course, there are people. You'll find few people in Delhi also, few in North India also, few people in Tamil Nadu also, or the other southern part of the country also. But they are not the people who represent the state. I would just request a normal guy who has never been to Tamil Nadu, just go to a rural Tamil Nadu. Just 10 kilometers before the ashram, you just go and see the vibe, how people behave. I was doing one sadhana wherein I had to climb the Velangiri foothills, the 7th hill. Before that, I had to take bhiksha with bare chest. Okay. So I was there in some part of Coimbatore, some random part, because you don't have to go to your known place for the bhiksha, because that was a part of a sadhana. So I went to a normal, a village, a very small village, which was I think 25 kilometers away from the ashram, the other side. And there I started asking for bhiksha. A normal tea vendor or a guy who is driving auto or person who is just walking on the street, he took out his slippers gave me
With so much bhakti.
with so much bhakti. He gave me some bhiksha because I had, we don't have to see what he's giving. So I was like this. He put something, and they just bow down, and they just went. So tell me, where is the hatred? There's nothing. So culturally rooted. Such a wonderful people. They are Sanatan, Hindu. They understand civilization and culture. I hope this does not create any more controversy. But I think people from North India should learn how to follow the culture and how to be a great devotee of Shiva or Devi.
Do you think any gap
Tamil Nadu
between
people, yeah, for the
North India and South India, and we should bridge the gap somehow?
There is no gap.
No gap.
There should not be a gap. You just need to meet the right people.
But we have heard from politicians, especially from my
They
state.
are the problems, not the people.
They're like, North India, South India, they are different, we are different.
Vote bank again. We just spoke about vote bank. They don't see us as humans, right? So if you'll see them as a vote bank, there'll always be a problem. Because then you'll create them in a certain way to behave with that person. But naturally they're not. So I think save yourself from such politicians. I think that's the best thing. Just follow your dharma and just follow your culture and civilizational ideology, and that will take you to the.
Do you think Tamil people are deep rooted in their dharma? And
Absolutely. Oof. They are great devotees.
Like more than your place. Let's not compare, but still.
Of course. We learn from them. Come on. My guru is from Coimbatore.
Okay.
Yeah. Adi Yogi is from Coimbatore. Dhanalinga is from Coimbatore. All the volunteers. So once we go there, like, there's nothing called this or that. It's one.
Inside ashram there is equality. Like outside ashram.
Outside also I have felt people that only. Of course, outside ashram, inside ashram there are people from different walks of life. They are from different region. So of course you have to be in a certain way. But outside also I think they're more. And what Tamil people are doing for dharma and all, I think I would request more people to inspire North Indians to be devotees like you.
Okay. Let's say I have been closely following the Tamil media for a very long period of time. Continuous misconceptions and like hatred towards Isha and Sadhguru I have witnessed on Tamil media. What is the biggest misconception that you have heard about Isha or Sadhguru? The biggest rumor, everything.
That ashram
Apart from the elephant corridor.
Yeah, come on, man. I haven't seen. I've been going there from so many years.
Why do you think they talk about him so much hatred? Like particularly him. There are so many gurus, there are so many ashrams, so many like sampradayas. But why him? Why target him? According to you, what do you think? Because in one of your retweets, I saw he's the biggest threat for evangelism there. Like he has stopped many evangelical conversions there.
Yeah, that could be one of the reasons. That is in fact one of the reasons. See, Sadhguru is not doing this for to become popular. He doesn't need popularity. Yeah, of course, if you are in public domain, if you say things which changes their life, they are with you. And I think that's the biggest threat for so many people. That he's logical, he's rational, he has strong processes to give to people. And people follow him and people are transforming their own lives. So if you transform people's life, they are touched. So if you are touching so many lives, of course there are few people who are your threat for them. So I think that's the basic logic, that how can someone become popular? With what? Giving yoga gyan and what? Bringing Adi Yogi and all. So these are very limited ways to look at it. I think that is not he's not doing it for himself. He's doing it for the humanity. He's doing it for all of us. Most of the time he's traveling. So ashram is for whom? For us. To go there, to learn, to evolve, to become more conscious.
Okay.
Yeah.
For now, what's your biggest goal in life to achieve? Your checklist?
No, I have no goals.
Nothing. Just go with the flow?
Just go with the flow. There's no goal. Because I think Mahadev's plans are bigger than our plans. So I don't make plans now. There was a time when I used to write things that I want to achieve this, I want this, I want this.
You had a checklist before.
I had a checklist earlier. Yeah, I want to do this in my life, I want to create this in my life. But then I realized that our plans are always very small. We just look at one aspect or one dimension of our plans. Mahadev's plans are bigger than our plans.
Okay.
So you don't need to plan. You just need to act and go with the flow. That is for me. I don't suggest
that's
that.
your opinion.
I don't. That's my opinion. I don't. You should have a plan if you want to have a plan, and if you execute it in a proper way. But for me, when I look back and see, I always had a very small plans in my life.
Coming from radio, what was the biggest challenge to adopt in the digital media?
I didn't find it challenging, in fact. But yeah, I saw one thing which now digital setup has changed, that it is difficult to form a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody is a creator in their own way. That's a wonderful thing. But eventually, if you need to do some extraordinary work, you need to collaborate with great minds. So if you think that, oh, why should I work under somebody? It's not about under. It's not about you are big or that person is small. You should know your strength and you should collaborate with the person and make it a big thing. I'm not saying one big creator collaborating with other big creator. No, I'm talking about editor collaborating with the writer and writer collaborating with the production guy. So that makes a good team. I'm not saying one big creator with 20 million subscribers collaborating with 40 million subscribers. That is not a collaboration according to me. Collaboration should be a 3 people who have strong expertise in 3 different areas. Like good researcher, good orator, and a good production guy with edit.
Then it would be a big hit.
That'll be a big hit. That's called collaboration.
Okay. Now we are seeing the rise of social media, the digital media. More creators are emerging day by day. More podcasters are coming. Content creators are coming. What do you think will be the biggest challenge in the future? Let's say 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line for them as creators.
So you need to add. So what people are giving you in return is the most valuable thing. That is their time.
Okay.
You can earn money, but you cannot earn time. So whatever you are creating and they're watching, they're giving the most precious thing of their life, their time. So you need to give them something which is really valuable, that adds value to their life. Now they are watching, but now you see when you meet youngsters or people who are started working, they say that I don't want to watch my phone here. I'm doing digital detox.
Okay.
I don't want to watch.
I want to be productive.
Yeah, I want to be productive. I don't want to.
Okay.
So in that sense, if you see it closely, in future, people would be watching only the valuable content which adds value to their life in a certain way. Right? Through knowledge, through skills. They're not watching some random vlogs. I don't think people are going to watch that.
After, let's say,
after
in the
few
future.
years, yeah, because everybody wants value. See, today all of us have little money in our pockets. Do we eat here and there? No, we want to eat at a better place. So, because you have little money, so you consume little better stuff. Earlier when we didn't have that money, we used to eat here and there. So once you'll have better understanding of life, you'll consume. So that I was talking about the consumption of body. Content is a consumption for mind. So you'll consume something which is productive in nature, which adds value to your life. So whoever is creating, try to create something which adds value to people's life. If you are in that zone, you'll never die. You'll always grow. You'll always shine. Because you're adding people's value to people's life.
Don't make videos just for the sake of making videos.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, who works like that? Even an earthworm is not doing which is not required.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what I believe, that if you're making a piece of content, make it so impactful that it adds value to people's life.
Who is your favorite creator as of now? Let's say top 3, if you don't want to name 1 or 2.
No, I'm just thinking whom I watch regularly.
Who do you watch the most?
I don't spend much time on social media or digital. I
Okay.
generally, because I run,
drug dealer never consumes.
because I run, we manage around 6 to 7 channels, and then other social media stuff.
Okay.
And also helping businesses to grow in terms of giving them 360-degree marketing, this thing. So we don't get much time to watch content.
But still you can name 1 or 2.
On Instagram, I watch the spiritual reels. There's a reels which talks about life, which talks about spirituality, some different aspect of spirituality or the places, the mystical places. So I watch, of course, Sadhguru reels, Osho reels. They keep coming on my timelines. But I won't skip that question. My favorite creator, I would definitely answer that. I'm very fond of this gentleman called Nityanand Mishra.
Yeah.
He was there in,
here.
in Culture Kumbh also.
Culture Kumbh.
Talks in Sanskrit. He has a very logical and a dharmic approach of naming babies. So his content is very...
But he's not so popular. But you named him still. But so thank you.
No, but he's really fabulous. People who follows him, they learn a lot of things from him. Sanskrit, names, and different aspects
Thanks for the suggestion. I'm yet to watch him.
Yeah. Nityanand Mishra is amazing. He's equally brilliant in English, Hindi, Sanskrit, and probably he must be knowing other languages also. I happened to meet him, got an opportunity to meet him. So Nityanand Mishra on Instagram. Twitter, I follow many people. Like Twitter is crazy platform. I find Twitter more relatable than... So...
Do you think nowadays Twitter has become a little bit more abusive?
Yeah, there should be a policy. I think that policy should happen. There is a discussion again about the policy of social media, how to control the...
Once the government brings in a policy, then a big outrage will happen.
See, outrage happens.
For
if you build a bridge, there will be an outrage.
See.
You go and try to build a bridge or dam or whatever it is, there is an outrage.
But you think there should be a policy on it?
That's for the next generation. We are not doing it. We have already crossed.
Yeah.
You and me, we are already contaminated. What about the next generation? They should not be consuming the toxicity of the content, whether nudity or the abusive content or whatever it is. They should not be consuming that. That's our responsibility to control. The government is nobody to control that.
Okay.
We need to tell government what to do, right? They need to follow it and execute it. That's what I believe.
Do you think the mainstream media is losing its relevance, or where the mainstream media is lacking now? Are they one-sided according to you? They are not taking up the real issues of people. They are just living on their own world.
See, issues they take real, but the execution is not relatable.
Okay.
Suppose if you create a content, you're an independent creator. Whatever you will talk about that content, you will give your heart and soul into that. But for an organization or institution, that is just a piece of content. Because
just a breaking news, flash news.
They're in a business of making multiple content. You're in a business of making one content. So you'll do it beautifully, focused. They have to do a 5 o'clock news also. They have to do 6 o'clock debate also. They have to do 7 o'clock 24 minutes, 24 news also. So they are distributed in different areas. So they need to understand that you should always have you need to understand your audience, what they want. So that's why you see most of the news channels now people are watching it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Not on television. Because the pattern, the consumption has changed, like the pattern has changed. So I believe they need to just change the execution and need to understand what people want.
Do you think we are really talking about the issues which matter to which affect common people the most, or we are living in our own world?
Few channels are talking about it, few anchors are onto it, not many people are doing it. But yeah, there is an opportunity for them to correct it and to cover the real issues, talk about the real discussions, what is happening in the country.
So finally, what's your message to our audience from Tamil Nadu or elsewhere?
I will try to do Tamil translation of my, and I'll take your help in that, of my content which we make very regularly, whether on sports or entertainment or socio-political topics. So please support me in that.
Because all your contents are Hindi.
Yes.
In Hindi, Tamil people mostly they don't know you. That's why I.
Correct. I'll share a very small story. When my son is 6-year-old, so there's this interview happens before the school admission.
Yeah.
Right? So they asked me about the languages. So there was a form which we need to fill, before the. So on the basis of that form, so there was a question that what about languages? Would you like to teach your kid other languages? So the first thing which I wrote was Tamil.
Tamil.
I want my child to learn Tamil.
Okay.
This is the most ancient language, and when I'm talking, there's a goosebumps. I mean, because if he learns Tamil, such a beautiful offering from my side to my child, that you are learning one. I don't want him to learn French or German. If he wants to learn, he can do that. But what is my wish for him too? So he should learn Tamil and
When did
Sanskrit.
your respect for Tamil started growing? Like,
The moment I started traveling Tamil Nadu in 2010, that was the first time when I visited Tamil Nadu. I connected like it is like a second home. So the language, because I could not learn, I want my son.
can you understand a bit of Tamil? Like, here and
எப்படி
there?
இருக்கேன்?
எப்படி இருக்க? நல்லா இருக்கேன்.
சாப்பாடு சாப்பாடு is what?
Sapad is in the ashram you would have heard many times.
Okay,
right?
okay. But I want my son Neelakantan.
Okay.
That's what his name is. Him to learn Sanskrit. So I filled that form and I said I want my son to learn Tamil because such a profound language, the most ancient language it is. And how can he not learn it? Then only he'll understand the immensity, and then he'll be able to learn more things after learning a language.
Okay.
So I think that is my connection with Tamil Nadu, and look forward to be in Tamil Nadu very often.
Okay. Thank you so much. Come often
very
to
much.
Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Hope we can connect in future too.
100%.
Thank you, Raunac.
Annamalai, I wanted to invite him for my podcast. So आप कर रहा मेरा connect कराना उनसे.
Definitely. Actually, he would love to.
Yeah.
I think he gave a podcast to Mr. Sinha, I think. Sushant Sinha.
Okay.
Yeah. He'll soon give to you too.
अन्ना क्या
Actually,
कर रहे हो आप? मेरे को नहीं दिया अपने podcast.
Like what North Indians are talking about Annamalai, are they very fond of him?
Oh, very much. Ray of hope. Like
Ray of hope.
कोई तो है बात कर रहा है. It's like in Hindi they say यार कोई तो बात कर रहा है.
Somebody is
someone is
talking
yeah.
about.
Who is this guy? They want to know more about him. They want to see him. The word relatable I always use. He's so relatable to the entire nation.
He is relatable.
He's absolutely relatable. Massive. Language is not a barrier. He talks very often only in English, right?
Yeah.
Or in Tamil. हिंदी किधर सुनते हैं? But आपके डिलीवरी से, आपके एग्जीक्यूशन से वो पता चल जाता है. So you don't need language to share your emotion.
Did you follow him before the 2024 Lok Sabha elections? Did you hope that he would win?
Yeah, of course. All of us were hoping.
You were hoping.
Yes.
Okay.
Hoping we wanted him to win. Hoping क्या है?
But when you heard the news that he lost, how did you feel?
Yeah, obviously you felt bad, because someone who is actually trying to work for the masses, for the common people, and understands their real issue. We were talking about the real issue, what media should be doing, but we didn't speak what leaders should be doing. We spoke very briefly about what Modi ji understands about the real issues or the nerves, what people really wants. I think what Tamil people wants, that other parts of the country could understand through Annamalai. See, it's not only about Tamil Nadu, it's about Bharat. And if Tamil Nadu flourishes, grows,
Whole Bharat flourishes.
Whole Bharat is happy, right? But what is happening in Tamil Nadu? Rest of the, India or the country
Was not aware. Yeah.
But suddenly one person arrives and talks about something which connects the rest of Bharat with Tamil Nadu in terms of cause for the Tamil people, for Tamilians, for the land, for the temples, for the devotees, for Sanatan, and how can they contribute back to the country's growth and well-being. Suddenly people started talking about it. And so why Annamalai is popular, not only because his stance on Dharma and Sanatan and this, but he's actually, people could see him as a real change maker for Tamil people sitting in Delhi. Oh, ye banda sahi hai. Yeah, kya banda hai yaar ye? Clarity. That is the, see, you want confidence or you want clarity. Our big leaders are very confident, but they have no clarity.
Okay.
But Sadhguru says the confidence without clarity is a disaster. So just see, हम ये कर देंगे, हम वो कर देंगे. By where is the vision? Where is the plan? So you don't have to promise big things. just two simple things we just spoke about, na, simplicity and the way he carries himself. There's a solid connection from with Annamalai in other parts of the country also. Delhi में तो कितने fan हैं Annamalai.
When did you first hear about him? The first time you heard about Annamalai?
I think once he started, when he joined the politics, that time we got to know
From
that
2020 itself.
Yeah, he was a cop, and then he joined. Then he started appearing in media. He started talking about the real issues in a very simple way. Otherwise, big leaders from Tamil Nadu, we don't see them talking to the country, you know, or talking about as if they think that everything is sorted. No, come on.
Okay. People say he's a potential CM candidate, PM face. Do you see the same? So?
बनना चाहिए ना.
बनना चाहिए.
तमिलनाडु का कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर बनेगा तो
we'll be more happy.
I'll be more happy.
Okay.
So then people will see, will share this bite. Oh, Raunac said my favorite state is Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
So,
actually, with that note, with the positive note, we'd like to conclude this. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, bhai.
Thank you. Please share this video and subscribe Kiran Anna and his channel. और आप जितना सपोर्ट कर सकते हो करो. We'll share this video to our Hindi audience also. So आप उसको भी ज़रूर शेयर करना. And thank you very much for an opportunity. नमस्कार.
Thank you.